Hey everyone, welcome to the seventh episode of the What's the Deal with podcast. I am Flo and I'm joined by Straw.
Hello, everyone.
And today we have another guest with us. Charlie, would you like to introduce yourself?
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Charlatan, and yeah, you guys can call me Charlie. And yeah, the guys asked for me to be here, so here I am.
Yeah, we didn't have a guest planned yet, so we were like, who should we ask? It was like, well, I guess we can ask Charlie. Welcome.
An honor to be here.
We'll start with the obvious question. What got you into Horizon speedrunning?
All right. So I remember watching speedruns, not like proper runs, but a lot of the explanation about it. Like I remember watching a video about how the BLG works on Super Mario 64, for example, and that was really interesting to me because it is it is kind of messing with the game like internal code. And for me, who always play game like the proper way, having glitches and stuff so commonly occur was really interesting. So once I did that, I noticed that almost every game in the world has like a community and speedruns and stuff like that. And so I recently have bought a PS4, and I saw, okay, so what games do I have, and let's see how the runs of these games are. I remember because my console came with God of War, Shadow of the Colossus, and Horizon Zero Dawn. That was like the bundle that they sold me. And God of War was really, really long, like 3 hours or something like that. And Shadow of the Colossus was kind of weird because it has a lot of like physics exploits, and it was really like hard to see. And then Horizon was like quite chill. I mean, it's like playing the game quite fast. And obviously, Elk's videos were like the first thing that came up when I searched like Horizon speedruns.
Of course, it's Elk.
And his tutorials were like really clear, and it has like, okay, so if I want to do this, there is a bunch of information available, so that's really cool. But I didn't actually have the time to do that because I work like an adult, and then the pandemic happened, and all of a sudden I had like more time available because we were working from home and stuff at work was kind of slow. So yeah, I gave it a try. But then I saw like the run like any percent or New Game Plus or something like that, and it was also quite long for me. So I saw the Frozen Wilds, which was quite short in comparison. So I started doing runs from the Frozen Wilds, and when I started doing the Frozen Wilds, the rule uh, was not the one that we have now, which is starting from the ladder at the beginning, but you had to do like the proving and the sawtooth and stuff like that, and then right
So like
into the
starting
cut.
from, so starting
Yeah,
just like you do a new game.
yeah. So you have to start from that, and I suck at the proving even until now. I'm really bad at it. So it was kind of frustrating. But then they changed the rule, and when they changed the rule, even though I give my opinion in Discord, I wasn't able to vote because I haven't done any run yet, because I wanted my first run to be deathless. So I didn't have a run submitted to the board yet. So I, even though I said whatever um, was my opinion was, but then I started doing proper runs of the Frozen Wilds. And actually, I liked the Frozen Wilds because it was really short and I didn't have much time, so it was really cool to be able to do like one of two runs per stream. Um, and that's why all of my things in my in my channel are the Frozen Wilds related, because I run the Frozen Wilds for like 7 months, and I did all the Frozen Wilds runs and nothing else.
So you just got into Frozen Wilds because you didn't have the time for main game.
Yeah, and also the one thing that sucked for me was Gaia Prime skip, because
Why?
I remember trying to do Gaia Prime the old way.
You mean
Elk.
You mean the hologram skip or Skyrim
Yeah.
route?
No, the hologram skip.
Okay.
And I remember like spending 3 hours trying to do that, and I wasn't able to get it even once, and I was so frustrating, and that was the whole reason why I never ran main game until
So it was
Marine
just because
find
Gaia
Wait, you spent 3 hours on Gaia Prime?
Yeah, try to do the jump, the first jump. So you I don't know if you remember the old way or the way that Elk still does. I don't know how.
No, I don't do
But
that
you
one.
jump
really
into the
hard, to
thing
be
and
honest.
then jump into the pillar and then jump over.
I've tried it, it's
So-
hard.
It's
I've done it a few
really
times,
really
but
hard.
way too inconsistent for me.
Yeah. So when Marine find the thing that I will assume most people use now, then I change and I start doing main game runs. But before that, I not touch main game, just for getting like the coils and get stuff like that and farming.
Even when you did get into main game, you only ran any percent, right? I don't think you've ever done New Game Plus.
Yeah. So my philosophy on speedruns or in Horizon speedruns is if you're going to do any percent, so I think that the purest form of speedrun, if you want that, is any percent.
That makes sense.
So it's the fastest way to beat the game, no matter what, right? That's any percent. So if I want to do any percent, I'm going to do the fastest way, which is story in the case of Horizon. And if you are going to do New Game Plus, where you are really OP, then you don't really want to beat the game faster, but you have also the challenge, right? So in Horizon, I run any percent on story and New Game Plus on ultra hard. So I haven't never played New Game Plus story, for example. You can see the leaderboard. I don't have any time there. I never
Similar to Elk, because he has also never ran. I don't think he's ran any story category, except for 100%.
Yeah, he had the time on New Game Plus story. When I
Yes.
Yeah, I think if my memory serves me correctly, when I came to the community, he has a time on New Game Plus story. Maybe I'm wrong, but
I think he doesn't right now, but I think that's because at the time it wasn't story yet, it was easy difficulty. And back then I remember him saying that he did do a couple runs of that.
yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe it wasn't easy. Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, that's why I run any percent on story and New Game Plus on ultra hard, and yeah, so I didn't play New Game Plus because I didn't want to use the Stormslinger. That's one of the reasons too. I don't really like the Stormslinger. Yeah. So then I started doing any percent, and when I start doing any percent on story, it happened a long time since no one ran that category. So and at some point I remember I got really frustrated with the Frozen Wilds, mostly because with an HTD you have a weird glitch that I don't know if people are aware of this, but
Thomas Path?
No. You get a frozen. No, wait. How is this guy's called? The bear. The frost claw.
Correct.
Yeah, that's the
Frost
word.
claw.
Oh,
The frost claw
where
on
the
the.
sprites don't load. Oh, they are models. Their models don't load. You mean?
Yeah, that, and also the one in the left. that guy gets stuck there and he doesn't move.
Really?
Never had that happen to me.
Yeah. That guy doesn't move, and also because he's glitch. I don't know if it is a glitch or something like that, but he also can do the icicle attack when they dig in the floor and ice come out of the floor.
Yeah.
And that bear can also do that attack even though you blow his belly. That and
weird.
also the turbo skip.
Oh, the turbo
Yeah,
skip
turbo,
sucks.
yeah.
It's so annoying.
Yeah,
That's also why when I
Yeah.
do TFW Hondo, I don't do Terabot Skip, I just do Terabot Skip Skip. This is the second version
Yeah.
found by Aussie. A
yeah,
little slower, but way more consistent.
yeah. And 100%, I think it makes sense because it's not like a shorter category like the Linear Plus. So those two things like burn me down. I was really frustrated with the game. I was getting angry because I was losing time of doing like like a complete run, and the runs died in those two places way too often. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, so I took a break from that, and I look at the leaderboard and I saw, so, okay, so what categories is in run as much? So then is when I start doing all cauldrons. I took a break from the Frozen Wilds and I start doing all cauldrons. And I also had a time on the Frozen Wilds. I think it's what a 54 in New Game Plus. And yeah, I ran the Frozen Wilds until I beat Aussie's record, all the world record with new skips like the skip on he or chi. I don't know how you guys call it. When you don't have to wait
Can you
2
skip
minutes.
what?
And on the cauldron, she or he. I don't.
Cauldrons. Oh,
Yeah.
Zai.
Sai, you call it Sai? Okay, Sai.
Yeah, for some reason in
Uh,
English the letter X is sometimes pronounced as a Z. Don't ask why.
Yeah,
Just
I
like
know
that.
in Greek it's
Why?
called she with like SH, but yeah, okay, that's Sai.
In English is weird.
Yeah. So I find that skip when you don't wait for the 2 minutes on the door and you complete the quest outside, and also I reroute the thing with the going through the Sentinel Stone. So
Yeah,
I did a new
yeah.
route for that, and somehow I beat Aussie's all record. And when I finished that, I did new game. That was nobody have done that, and I
No
ran
one had
until
done.
yeah,
All Cauldrons. All Cauldrons new game. Yeah, no,
all
that makes sense.
Cauldrons new game. Yeah. So I played that until I get sub 1 hour. That was like my goal at that moment. And yeah, and then I went back to the Frozen Wilds because a new stuff was discovered. I think it was the getting the machines in Epsilon when you are already inside and you hit the glass with the Stormslinger.
Yeah, with bombs through the glass.
Yeah, so I discovered that you can throw bombs through the glass. And before Aussie discovered that you can lure the machines with the Stormslinger, we only kill like 2 machines with the bomb. And then Aussie find out that you can actually lure the machines and go in closer and you can kill almost every machine there. So when that was discovered, I went back to the Frozen Wilds, and then I get burned again with freaking Turblast jump.
Of course.
And then I play my first New Game Plus on Ultra Hard. And it was really cool because I didn't have the Platinum for Horizon until recently.
Don't have it either.
And when I finished my first New Game Plus Ultra Hard run, I got a trophy of doing that.
Same.
Because I have never done that, so that was really cool. Yeah, that's like, and then I went to any percent because it was also a category that wasn't run much.
Yeah, I think when I did my first ultra hard run, I also got the trophy because I didn't play any difficulty above normal before that, I think. But back on the Cauldrons, what do you think about Alton's new CFT route?
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys remember, but I think I stepped with the CFT thing.
Yeah,
I don't.
Jack linked me a message of yours in the Discord saying, "Hey, I found this weird campfire thing."
Yeah, I don't remember. I remember doing because my my theory was that if you go outside the embrace and activate so the campfire outside, I don't remember the theory actually. You can fast travel there. So I went out the embrace with the clip, and I restart from save in Day Tower, and I spawn somewhere else.
Hunter's
I
Gathering, probably.
Yeah, and I think when I post that on Discord, Marine says that she also that also happened to her in some time. Um, but it was really really weird because I didn't fully understand why that happened, and having the map like only like a clear area without any path to that was
Yeah.
really really cool, and I was really confused like where the hell am I, because when I start running the game, I don't think I haven't played the game again normally. I don't think I haven't like do like side quest
Yeah,
in
same.
probably 2 years or maybe more. So
Yeah.
I wasn't sure where I was. So yeah, and regarding all cauldrons, I don't know. I feel like things are getting really weird. I don't, if I'm being honest, I don't really like CFT in runs.
Also,
Um, hmm?
also,
Because I don't know, it felt like unnatural in a way.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
do get that.
yeah, it feels really weird to like play the game like that. I think obviously you are broke in the game in a way, and you can argue that it's not different to um, the Sun Ring, right? Like
Yeah, the Danscape, you
Zero
mean?
Dawn is
Yeah,
is
true though.
is 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 kind of similar. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
at the
know
same
how I
time, it's
feel
not
about
that
that,
similar.
because I think most of us said that Horizon is not really a glitchy run
True.
like other games, for example. And I think this is getting like maybe in the line of what a glitchy thing is and what it's not. But I don't know. If I'm being honest, I haven't fully watched a run with where CFT is used. I know the concept though,
Yeah.
but yeah, if I have to vote for CFT being used in a category like in a normal category, I would probably be against. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. But it's also, I don't think CFTs, I mean, of course, they're a pretty big glitch if you look at them, but they are also not very complex. Like, all that is required is the embrace clip, which is decently easy, I would say. And then you just save and restart from save at a campfire. All that is really needed is to know which campfires for the route. But it's not as complex as just doing a bunch of frame perfect inputs. So I think it's not really on that line of making it very glitchy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So and this is one thing that I really like about speedrunning is like all these concepts like glitch or skip or what is a glitchless category, for example. They are not really objective stuff, right?
Yeah, they're very hard to define.
So I really like that because you can see like glitchless category that still use glitch,
Yeah.
and that's really funny to me because why you don't use another word, but there is some language that is already like in on all our minds. um but yeah, I think it's more like I like the game being like linear, if you know what I mean. But I agree with you. CFT is definitely not like a perfect thing that is really hard to perform, but I will say that it's really unfun to watch. I think that's what I think.
I think CFTs are cooler to watch in my opinion because you're just warping across the map and you're skipping a bunch of mount riding, which at least I think mount riding is boring, but I'm not sure if other people think about that the same way because recently we did the Summer Cup Grand Finals, right? And there were a couple people in chat that were like, "Oh, I would like to see more mount riding in the next tournament."
Really? Who?
To me, yeah.
They just want to watch us runners get fucked by the mounts. That's
yeah,
all.
exactly. No,
They want to see us live in pain.
There was even one person who suggested to just have a tournament or a race.
Mount
Just
race?
a mount race.
Mount race.
Just no, but seriously, just a race of going from one spot to another on a mount. That's what they want.
But
to see.
Whose mount is
That's
the
worse?
only
really
condition is that
confusing.
you can't use roads. That's the only condition. So
but
more
still.
painful.
No, but at that point it becomes impossible because you have to cross a road at some point, I think.
Yeah.
Me Meridian percent tournament? No.
Meridian.
Absolutely fucking not.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I get that because if you have played, yeah, you guys have. I know, Fleur, that you did the Frozen Wilds New Game Plus category.
I played
So
a little
that-
bit of it, yeah.
Yeah, that
Never
run.
submitted any runs.
Wait, Frozen Wilds New Game Plus?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have
that.
ran it, but I've never submitted any runs.
yeah, that run is really nerve-wracking because you have no moment to chill at all.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
Like
absolutely
it's
not.
all it's really really fast. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
you have
doing
the
stuff all the
fight.
time. Only thing where you're not really doing anything
Yeah.
is the ride to the long notch, but you're still taking out towers. So
Yeah, you have the first tower with the shell walkers, then you have the second tower, where you have to hit the tower, and then you have to avoid the scrappers and the lens horns, and then you have to avoid the pulls. So you are not really like just riding.
You don't have that much downtime to
Yeah.
really relax
it's
and
not
think
like a
about
main
what you're gonna
game.
do next. It's always something on your mind, like what now? How fucked am I gonna get by the mount now? Because the mount
Yeah, so
determines
that's
like
really fast.
if your mount's if your mount fucks you up, the towers get like in the way sometimes.
Yeah. So, but in any percent or New Game Plus main game, you have some chills time to just go to Meridian and just chill a bit, relax, like take a breath, like drink some water. So I think
also have the
maybe it's
hologram,
that.
so
Yeah, it's more chill. But yeah, the Frozen Wilds is so unforgiving that you have to be like full focus, like 45 minutes, like there, without
especially if
thinking
you're going
anything
for a
else.
top time.
Yeah.
I forgot how we even got here. What were we discussing again?
Thinking about
We were discussing
CFTs.
CFT and mount riding.
Yeah, mount riding. Yeah, but to me it just doesn't make sense. Why would you want to watch two people just ride their mount from one spot to another? To me,
I
it's
don't
boring.
think. Oh, go ahead.
Me-
Go ahead. Sorry.
To me, it seems like it would be boring to play, and to the viewer, in my opinion at least, it would be boring to watch. Go ahead, Charlie. What were you going to say?
Yeah, I think people want to see people suffer instead of with the mounts.
I don't think that's it in this case, really, because the way they said it, they were also they weren't part of the speedrunning community. They were just casual viewers, as far as I know. But the way they said it, it seemed like they were genuinely interested in just watching two people ride a mount from one spot to another. And it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, that doesn't it doesn't seem fun to do or to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you are like adding some handicaps, like in the while writing, you are like answering questions, like trivia question about the Horizon. And
I
if
mean, that would
you
actually be kind of cool to have
That
like
would
a
be
quiz
now
while
that would
if
be
you
racing.
are wrong, yeah, if you are wrong, you have to kill your mount and call a fresh one. So
Okay, that's actually a good idea. That is
That's
legit a
fun.
good
We're
idea.
doing that. Fuck yeah, we're doing that.
Who gets the least tilted would be a fun metric to include.
I mean, that's genuinely a good idea, Charlie. That would make it actually fun.
Can someone clip that so we can just
we can
send
pitch the idea.
yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna pitch the idea to
Send
Elk
it to Elk.
Cup. You're answering trivia questions while riding your mouse.
Alright. So that's the next
Would it-
tournament.
Yeah, it would have to be like you ride your mount from, I don't know, one side of the map, ring a medal, all the way to like a cliff space or something, and on the meantime
Yeah.
you're just answering questions. That could genuinely be fun, in my opinion.
But okay, so who's gonna ask the questions though?
I don't know, but we'll figure something out if we do that. We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything is possible.
Exactly. So, a little bit back on Old Cauldrons, what do you think about people just taking the record with the new route?
Yeah, I think it's really really cool. I mean, when I start doing all cauldrons, when I entered the community in March of last year, there was a lot of people that came with me, like in the same time. Like Blegas, I think a couple of months earlier than me, Rob also, like Weaver, and some people that is not longer as active, like Spree or
Yeah.
I don't remember. Spree the Corpse, a runner that runs.
I know Esprit. I know Esprit. I did a
Yeah.
race with him once.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. So
Yeah.
so
I
Weaver,
lost that one.
Weaver,
I was so
Robbie.
bad at the time.
Yeah, Weaver and Robbie were like hard on New Game Plus story. Like they grind so much that category when I entered the community. And until now, I think people is focusing too much on like New Game Plus story. I know it's the most popular category, but yeah, there is a lot of other categories, and I kind of wanted to like make justice for those categories. So I actually
Yeah.
went to the leaderboard and said, okay, so what's the less run category? And you have all bandits that were empty, both I think. That was a category at that time, and then you have all cauldrons. So I wanted to do that, and it felt so good to. For I think all cauldrons Junior Plus was my first world record in Horizon. And taking that from Aussie, even though Aussie's run was like 1 year old or something like that,
Yeah.
it felt really really good. Because yeah, you're kind of moving the gears of the community in some way. I remember when I'm gonna take a branch here. I remember one night I was boring and I saw the hunting grounds times. And I saw that in the Nora hunting grounds all the time were really really old. And I said, okay, how hard this can be. So in one
How hard
night,
could this
really,
possibly be?
yeah, in one night, really boring. I took the 3 world records trials from Aussie. And I remember the next morning because I'm in Chile and you guys are in Europe. So
Yeah.
when I wake up, you guys are like in afternoon or something like that. So every time I submit something in the night, my night, when I wake up, Elk already verified that thing.
Yeah.
So I remember that morning waking up and I saw a post from Elk on the Discord of the community says like Charlie took all the records from Aussie, something like that. And then Aussie came back like the next day, taking the I think parts alone world record, the 2 seconds that he achieved, and it was so cool to like do something, and then Aussie came right to the next day, doing like the thing better, and in a category that wasn't really run at all.
Yeah.
So I think it's really cool to now see that category getting so much attention because there is a lot of stuff to be discovered in Horizon. I'm pretty sure about that. I remember when I started running the Frozen Wilds, I find a whole lot of things. I find so much stuff that is still used. And that's because no one was really playing that category at that time. So even though like the category was kind of optimized already, like a new pair of eyes were really, really helpful. And we discovered with Plegas a whole lot of things. So yeah, I'm really happy with people getting into all cauldrons because I remember when you guys asked for Shield Weaver percent or Apps percent in the leaderboards, I think. Yeah. My argument was okay, so yeah, let's add that. But you guys remember, there is a lot of other categories, so all those categories getting attention, it makes me really happy because it puts the gear of the community moving, and that's always cool.
Yeah, definitely true. I mean, I don't think I would have probably never gotten into categories like all cauldrons if it weren't for the fact that the category extension leaderboards got made. Because otherwise, I think I would have just stuck to a Nugan Plus story, Nugan Plus Ultra Hard, and any percent story. The category extension boards definitely came at a good time because that was right around the time when I was getting kind of bored of the categories I was running. So it definitely came at a good time to kind of make me do a bunch of runs again.
Yeah, I think it's really good for your skills also to move from one category to another and then go back to your main category if you want to call it like that. Because you get some sharpness for that change, I think.
Yeah, it makes you better at just overall movement and just knowing more about the game, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. 100% agree with that.
So
yeah, wait, let me do a warning. As soon as I get sub 3 on Ghost of Tsushima, I'm going back to all quadrants. So yeah,
good luck taking my record.
Yeah, I'm gonna try at least.
Yeah, good luck. Would be cool to see some more competition for the record. But I remember
having a like world record fight with Ian. Also, Ian also came with me in March of last year, because then I moved to any percent the Frozen Wilds, and yeah, the record there was really old, and I came and took the record, and then Ian got motivated with that, and we fight with Ian like 1 week. When one stream I get the record, and then he and me and and that was also really, really fun to do.
Yeah, having a bit of competition with someone, especially for a record, is very fun.
Yeah.
I wanted to say something, but now I don't remember what. But yeah, I want to push the all cauldrons time down to sub 40 because I thought I got a sub 40, but upon retiming, it turned out to be 4 seconds away. I Elk verified it as a 40:38, but he missed like a loading screen or two. So after I retimed it myself, it seems to be around a 40:03, but Elk hasn't Hasn't fixed the time yet, but I'll be trying to get it to sub 40 because it's definitely possible.
Yeah.
And
So when think about all cauldrons, how you guys are doing that? Are you guys using the clip on Sentinel Stone, or you are doing the tower? Oh, you are not doing any of that. I'm being crazy. Sorry.
you know, we do go through Dawn Sentinel. We do go past there.
Okay.
But I also want to push All Cauldron's new game down to at least a 52. But my problem is that I can't seem to focus on one category for more than a week because I keep switching. Now I'm running Frozen Walls 100%. A week ago I was running All Cauldrons. The week before that I was doing Abs percent. The week before that I was doing any percent. Before that I was doing New Game Plus. I keep switching categories, so I can't really focus on one for very long.
Why are you doing that? Why are you switching so much?
I don't know. My attention span is just too short. I would
I
like
think
to.
it's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
you see. I mean, I have a goal right now in Ghost of Tsushima. But yeah, I totally get, because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what you are doing. But if you're having fun, that's the whole point, right?
Yeah, true. And I mean, I am having a lot of fun. I mean, when I first got into Horizon, I was able to focus on New Game Plus story for like a couple months, and then when I got a 145, I then realized, oh, there's all these other categories that I was not paying attention to before. And ever since then, I've just been unable to just focus on one category for a long time. So did you run any games before Horizon, or was this your first speed game?
No, Horizon was my first speed game.
It seems to be the case with a lot of people.
Yeah, but as I said before, it was the Frozen Wilds, but not the Horizon.
Yeah,
Which,
but
I
that's
mean,
still, you know.
yeah, it's the same. Yeah.
Straw has nothing to say.
I have never ran an all cauldron stuff and that shit. I've only done smack. I've only done smack percent, New Game Plus story and New Game Plus Ultra Hard and Frozen Wilds, both difficulties New Game Plus.
Imagine not having ran all cauldrons SMH.
I'm thinking of running the all cauldrons. I just gotta look more into it because I don't know any of the strats.
That makes sense. I mean, all cauldrons is a pretty fun category. Really changes up the usual full game or Frozen Wilds run. It's a very different run, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, all cauldrons, I think, is really, really fun, because if you, for example, take like Shield Weaver percent or Smack percent or even Avs percent, you are still playing the same things that you play in a main game run, right?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, so you're playing also the proving and stuff like that, but in all cauldrons you are playing really, really different, because you're not you actually the route that I last time did is stuff like the games. You can't keep playing the game after that, and I really like I really like that about all cauldrons, like being able to do other stuff instead of doing the same exact thing that we do in main game.
Yeah, but I mean, that's also the beauty of meme categories as a whole, like not just all cauldrons. You can do strats that would be ridiculous to do in a full game run, but make a lot of sense in just a meme run like that. You can also show glitches that you would normally never see in full game run, like dropping into Gravehorde and Shield Weaver, or clipping into Maker's End, or doing a brace clip, or CFTs. You would never do those in a main game run, but you can show them in the category extensions.
Yeah, and also they are really, really short.
Yeah, well, they're much more accessible because of that.
Yeah, one thing that I did that didn't receive any attention was all Cauldron's New Game Plus Ultra Hard. I did that
Yeah,
like I think
that's not the
1 week.
category right now, I think.
Yeah, it doesn't exist, but I did that because New Game Plus. I mean, all Cauldron's new game still quite easy because the machines still die really easily.
Yeah.
But yeah, in New Game Plus Ultra Hard all Cauldrons, you fight 4 big machines. Even though you are really OP, there is still some danger in it.
Hopefully this new
But
game ultra hard soon.
I mean, I did that. Wait,
Did?
did you say new game?
It's a new game ultra hard, yeah.
Oh, I never did new game. I only did new game plus. But yeah, I think, for example, new game plus ultra. I mean, new game ultra hard will be really fun to watch because it's like a boss rush thing. You play 4 big machines in a
Basically,
short
yeah.
period of time without anything. So yeah, that will be fun.
I should give that a shot maybe at some point, but for now I'm just gonna focus on the categories that on the leaderboards. Well, these ultra hard runs would still technically be allowed on the leaderboards, but they would be way slower than, just doing another story.
Mm.
So, do you have any favorite skip?
Favorite skip? I don't. Yeah, I really liked, and this is I'm biased, of course. I really like shooting the tower from far away in before the fire claw.
Oh yeah, that one. That one's really cool. Yeah.
I really like that. Also, I really like shooting through the door to the glass on the Frozen Wilds. I mean, all those things that are so simple and save time. That's my kind of thing. I would prefer like something like smart and clever before like a really weird like perfect frame perfect skip. Because it's so simple, like the simplicity of those things I really like. On the Frozen Wilds, I also really like the strat with the Forge Fire for the Gleanhawks. Because before that, Gleanhawks on Ultra Hard on the Frozen Wilds were really, really annoying. Like,
What was the strat before that?
Before that, the strat was, I think, the same for New Game Plus story. So you do the Scrapper in the cave with the Scorcher, and then you go rolling over the Gleanhawks and shoot them with a triple shot of fire arrow, and then you bomb them twice.
Yeah.
That was the strat with, and we had to we use the same fire striker bow that you use for the Stormbird in main game. So we have a special bow for that, and you get a triple shot, and you get a Gleanhawk, the green one with the Bart, and you bomb it, and then you have to kill the other 2 also because they are really annoying when you are trying to override the Tallneck. So you have to kill the 3 Gleanhawks with fire arrows and bombs, and somehow, Ben, I'm sure this is a mistake in the game. Somehow I landed a triple shot of the bow on a Gleanhawk and didn't caught on fire. And that makes me so mad because these guys on Ultra Hard are really annoying, and I hate them because, oh my, I remember the thing and I'm getting mad at that strat. So the first fire with them and being so clean and so easy to perform, yeah, that's gold right there.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I've had it happen in a few of my TFW Hundo runs as well. I did a fire arrow and didn't fully catch on fire. Pretty annoying, but at least because I'm on story, it doesn't lose that much time, since Glinthawks aren't that powerful on story, of course.
Yeah, and I think they also can get away. Like they lose track of you really easily on story, I think.
Yeah, I only killed the one with the part because there is
Yeah.
the chance that they will come after me while I'm overriding is basically zero.
Mm. Yeah, I think those are my favorite skips, like that simplicity and cleanliness.
Makes sense. I mean, those are also kind of skips that make Horizon the speedrun that it is. No out of bounds shenanigans, just simple. I mean, not necessarily simple, but mostly just simple skips, just small jumps, or shooting through the glass, as you said, or shooting something from a distance.
Yeah.
That's what makes Horizon as good of a speed game, in my opinion.
Yeah. So when I saw those videos about the BLG on Super Mario 64, all seems really really far to being simple and achievable. So in the same moment, I thought there is no way I'm going to be able to do that. So when I
Yeah.
saw the speedrun of Horizon, it was really, oh yeah, I can do that. Probably slower, but I definitely can do that. So it drawn you to do the thing and not put you away because, oh, this seems way too hard to be for me.
Yeah, exactly. Do you use photo mode a lot when you're playing? More so just casually playing?
Yeah, I use it a lot on Horizon.
Finally, someone who
And
uses photo
also,
mode. Let's go.
yeah, and I also use it a lot on Ghost of Tsushima.
I haven't tried
If
photo
you
mode.
ask me right now, Ghost of Tsushima has the best photo mode ever.
There's much more stuff in photo mode in
It's,
Ghost of Tsushima.
yeah, it's so good. I
Um,
I, I have my photographer. How you say that? Face when I was in college.
oh,
I
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, I remember buying a old Russian film camera,
All,
and
wait, what? All Russian?
yeah, so there is I'm gonna write it in chat because I don't know how to say it on English, but there is a brand
Senate.
called Zenit,
Yeah,
which
Senate.
is a Russian brand, and those cameras are really cheap, and you have like all like it's not vintage, but you have it work with film. It's not digital. So I was in college. I was a poor student, and that was the only camera I was able to purchase. And yeah, the fact that it was with film, it was really really cool. So I had my photographer face, so I kind of understand all the parts on the photo mode. So when I first play Horizon and Ghost of Tsushima, I use the photo mode way too much, I will say.
I started like going into Horizon, taking more pictures and stuff than I'm doing runs now. I haven't done a run in so long. Just whenever I do a run, I get distracted and end up in photo mode.
Oh, that's right. You can't go fast like that.
I know. The Horizon is just so beautiful.
It is. It really is, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we've had this. Have we even had a single guest before this who used photo mode a lot?
No,
Let's go.
you're the first one, and I love it.
Yeah. So I'm sure this happened to a lot of people also. That I need photos for like thumbnails or something. So luckily, I haven't run out of those yet.
I should get photos for thumbnails because I recently decided that I would start uploading my runs to YouTube because
Why
up
not?
until this point I've just been keeping them on Twitch. So I might need to get some photos for thumbnails.
Yeah.
I
Do you have any?
got one
Go ahead, Straw.
good picture, like when doing the smack percent run. I don't know if you were there, but it's really like eerie and colorful. I don't know. Wait, I don't know if you've seen it, Charlie.
Eerie. What is that?
So like
Eerie.
kind of dark, creepy feeling.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if you've seen it. I think it's in Elk's Discord. Yeah, I posted it in Elk's Discord.
See how far.
It's pretty new.
See.
So like, if I ever
I think
do,
I saw it. Yeah, I saw
if
it.
I
Is
ever
it the
do
one
a
in the...
smack percent and upload it to YouTube, I'm gonna use that as my thumbnail.
Oh yeah, it seems
That
really.
is a great photo.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, it's one of my best so far. I have an entire folder on my PC.
Of course.
Photo mode.
Yeah, I have to say though, Horizon Photo Mode will be much better. O sea, it can be better. I was missing some options.
What
But-
options?
I don't remember, but I felt like, oh, this needs some. Oh, I don't remember, but it's not like fully optional. I mean, wait, no, that's not the word.
Yeah, no, I get what you. I
Yeah,
get
it's
it
missing
doesn't have
some-
all the right options.
Yeah, it doesn't have all the options.
Yeah.
That makes
I hope
sense.
the photo mode in Forbidden West is gonna be much better.
One thing that I don't like about the games is that you can move always in some limit. So there is some angles that you can't achieve because you are X amount far from the character.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's
So
a bit
that
annoying.
thing, yeah, I think that that's was one of the things. And in Ghost of Tsushima, there is actually a glitch that you can move away from the character and close and open the photo mode, and then you can get a little bit farther away. So if you do that a lot of times, then you can take a picture of the whole island. It's not a. It wasn't coded that way, but it's kind of an oversight, and it's really cool because you can actually take the picture of the whole freaking island.
Well, that's cool.
I wonder what
really
a photo of the entire Horizon map would look like.
You just search up satellite image of the USA.
No.
I will say that probably is not going to be load.
Yeah,
You're
true.
probably gonna get some stuff not load.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. But still. But a thing I do think is very cool about Horizon's map, like as in the map you open, the fast travel and stuff, it's a 3D, I'm not sure if it's a 3D model, but it's a 3D image.
Oh yeah,
And-
yeah.
It actually just, if you do flying mount glitch, for example, you can actually see, if you open your map, that Aloy, like the little arrow used to represent Aloy, is in the air. You can actually tell.
Really
Yeah.
nice.
I've never tried flying mount glitch.
How could you straw? That's the
Oh.
first glitch you try when you learn about it.
Do you guys want to hear the story about that?
Yeah, sure.
So one of the first things that I discovered when I started running Horizon was the clip on Shaman's Path.
Oh, Shaman's Path. Yeah.
So I remember getting into. So at that point, I already knew about Bright Market flying mount, and at that point, I was doing proper runs, but no one was watching my stream at all. And I I remember actually like streaming with the black thing on the PS4, so you can have like a picture and you have see the chat. You can see the chat on the screen.
Oh yeah.
And I was like putting a message in English and Spanish in the bottom, and I was doing my runs, but that timer in the top left. So I waited for the I was waiting for the 0, and when the 0 hit, I then start climbing. So I have an idea of how long the run was. I wasn't using like the light speed on my phone or whatever.
That makes
So
sense.
the first thing that I do was I went with the mount inside the shaman's path, and I didn't knew that you wasn't supposed to be with the mount there.
Wait, you didn't realize that that was not intended?
No, I had no idea. So then I was with the mount inside, and I went. I said, okay, so let's go with the mount as far as we can, and I think I hit a wall. And I know
Went
no
straight through.
I'm being I'm lying. Then I went the mount there, and then I tried to get the mount inside again, and then I noticed that you're not supposed to be with the mount inside. So my mind was okay. So if I can't go with the mount, this is the same as Bright Market. And
Yeah,
I
sure.
tried to clip through the walls, and it worked. And I was blown away because I entered this weird dimension, and it was what the
Yeah.
fuck is wrong with this thing? And I
Yeah,
remember
out of
posting
bounds
that
Horizon looks really weird.
really weird, and I post that on Discord at the same moment, and I was no one at all.
What?
I mean, no one know me. I post that and no one care about that. Like, that was there, and I didn't remember that no one respond, and I say, okay, so this maybe is people know about this. I don't know. So then I post on Discord that I'm going to be in the Frozen Wilds doing this and see what happens. Like if someone can want to get with me and see this weird glitch or OB thing. And I remember Rob's went to the stream and we start talking, and my English is not the best, but at that time my English was crap
Okay.
because even though I could read English with no problem, I'm not used to speak English at all in my day to day.
That makes sense.
So my me speaking English was really weird because I have no training at all. And Rob's yeah, but what you can do with this? And we were talking and trying stuff, and nothing happened. And then so in normally without the mount glitch, you go into the cave and you jump to the wall, and then you go straight to the left, right? There is like
Yeah, I get what you mean.
yeah
A little skip up to the
The one
to
before
the entering of the other
line?
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
after
this-
the line, right?
Yeah.
So I in my mind I had the map of the cave, and I said, okay, so behind this wall should be the next part, because when you enter the shaman's path, you jump into the wall and go over the line, but before that, to the left, you have a little cave.
Uh-huh.
So I went with the mount to that cave, and I went through the wall, and I ended up in the after the skip that we normally do.
Yeah.
So I was skipping, quote unquote, skipping that climbing, and I paused that and I said, so it seems like we can skip that thing by going with the mount through here. And Aussie pay attention to the thing.
Once
And-
something useful is found, then Aussie pays
Yeah.
attention.
And it happened. I don't know if you guys probably know Divergent. This guy on YouTube that has a lot of stuff of Horizon OOB.
Divergent? Wait, let me look him up real quick.
Never heard of him.
Divergent. He's a Spanish guy. And then Ozzy find out the normal shaman's path without the final. So we were able to use the mount to get to the stalker and then going normally on foot. And then Ozzy find out that this guy Divergent had a way to get the flying mount. So then the shaman's path glitch was completed, because once Ozzy find out how to get out with the shaman's path with the mount, he then route the next part until Aurea. And I think that was like 1 month, maybe 2 months period of time while that was being discovered. And I tried so hard to that glitch called Charlatan's Path, but no one cared about that. But yeah, and then we figured it out that it didn't work on PS4 Pro.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And yeah, then led to the banning of the thing, or the both categories separated.
Yeah,
But
makes
that was really, really fun, because then you really see how these things work. Like, someone finds something, and then one people that has more experience use it in a proper way, and then look for other sources. This guy Divergent, he has a lot of stuff of Horizon OOB, like crazy how much stuff that guy have found. And yeah, people that you don't know.
Because I can't find him. I'm only finding a movie called Divergent and some other random channels.
Yeah, don't worry. And yeah, so that was really, really cool. And that's the Horizon stuff that it kind of make me the push to keep looking for stuff, because I felt so good when I find something on the Frozen Wilds.
Yeah, I mean, it feels very good to find a scape that actually works.
Yeah, it feels really, really cool. Like, you get like a rush, because it is like achieving something.
Yeah, it's like
I
getting
really
a PB.
find this stuff.
What, finding escape?
Yeah, I put the link on the chat.
Let me have a look at that.
Oh, Divergent. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. The way you said it, I assumed it was spelled Divergent.
Yeah, same.
He's live right now. Horizon with the boys.
All right.
Wait, Charlie, quick question. Do you remember the like very, very small skip that I found on the end of Shaman's Path, I think? The one that saved like maybe a second or something? Is that like viable to do in a run?
Wait, who are you asking? You asking me?
Yeah, you.
No, I haven't seen your things, I'm sorry.
No, you have seen it. It's a while since I've since I've posted it.
Charlie, like, no, I haven't seen it. And you said, no, you
I
have
know
seen
you've seen it
it
because I have fucking posted it and you reacted to it. Let me find it.
Yeah. Maybe if you remind me. Yeah, but I don't remember.
Yeah, it's the you, instead of climbing up the wall after you get the first frost claw, you go to the right of the wall and then jump across.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah, I remember. Now I remember.
Yeah.
I will have to time it because the thing with I'm gonna be I'm gonna say something that I don't know, but I hate the bomb jump. I hate the bomb jump so much.
Yeah, the bomb
It
jump
seems
sucks.
Is it-
really annoying to perform. And I will, and in a category like the Frozen Wilds, where is you already are, like the clock is right there, with all the freaking stuff and machines being so violent. Add another RNG kind of jump. God damn it! Why?
Well,
Straw, why did we just switch into the
because
other
I'm gonna
overlay?
find the video of the skip.
Ah,
So
okay, that makes sense.
why. So if you just keep talking, I'll get the video up.
You're fired otherwise, Straw. Good luck.
Yes.
You have 1 minute.
1 minute? No. Don't you fucking do that to me. Do not do that to me. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think bomb jumps are pretty cool. I mean, maybe that's because I'm actually decent at them, but no, I think
Yeah.
bomb jumps have a lot of applications, I feel.
Yeah, I haven't tried it, to be honest, because
You
I
say you
think.
dislike
Wait,
them then.
can you use it without? I mean, with hunter reflexes?
Yeah, it's I have hunter reflexes and I
Yeah.
use it all the time. It changes the technique significantly, but it doesn't make it harder, I think. It just changes
Okay.
how you have to do it.
Yeah, because so my New Game Plus file, that the one that I use for main game and the Frozen Wilds, is my first file of the game. So I just keep playing the same file until I
Here it is.
until I got
Okay.
all the things. So now that I have the PS5, I haven't transferred my old save files of Horizon because I want to get a new file, because I had all the crap like mount pickup and long roll and stuff. So I think I really need like a file without hunter reflexes, because all the, for example, New Game Plus, I mean, all Cauldron's New Game Plus, I think is faster without the hunter reflexes.
Yeah, definitely.
By the way, here's the clip. By the way, you know this one. So like
Where you posted?
it's on the stream. So instead of climbing up the wall to the left there, just run to the right.
Oh wait, it's on the stream. I don't
Yeah.
have the stream play. Okay,
Oh,
Yeah, I'm seeing it now.
I think I remember seeing this one.
Yeah, it's probably faster.
I
Probably.
timed it, but I don't know if I got the timing right though. That's the thing.
Oh, but wait, yeah, the issue with that is in New Game, well, it depends or on the player, but I
Yeah,
don't
true.
have
You don't have
Oh, wait.
what?
Oh no, I thought this was a bomb skip, but it wasn't.
No,
It
I
isn't.
because I found the bomb skip first, and then I
Okay. Yeah, I
because
think
I-
this is
because I hate
This is
bomb skip
absolutely
so much,
faster.
I removed I tried to remove it from the skip, so I just found another way.
Yeah,
See if-
I don't
This is
have.
absolutely faster.
Yeah, because
Oh.
in my when I play the Frozen Wilds on ultra hard, in this point I don't have the the slinger equipped. I don't have it here.
Okay, so here's the bomb skip one. If this is correct, yes, it is.
You have 30 seconds, Straw.
It's on. So, yeah, this is where I found it. So, this is the old way, or quote unquote old
I
way.
assume you were just doing casual TFW here.
Yeah, I was just trying to find a skip, really. So I noticed the ledge, like, on top there, and I remembered I can just do a bomb skip. First try.
Yeah,
But-
that seems really annoying to perform.
Yeah, I made it maybe once or twice every 10 tries. But at the same time, I'm not.
Yeah,
Very...
but the other one, I think the only thing that I see that being slower is that you have to go too far to the right.
Yeah,
to get
could
it.
be.
But I don't think that would be that big of a factor because in Horizon, as we all know, climbing is very, very slow. So I don't know. We'll have to do
Yeah,
some
but
timing.
on New Game Plus, in that part, you don't want in ultra hard. You want to be on floor the less time as possible because then the bear can do the icicle attack.
What?
Yeah.
But if you are climbing, the frost clock can't do that.
By the way, just to go back on the bomb skips thing, the way I found it was I was just playing casually, and I was just trying to look for the skip, right? So I noticed the tree on top of there, and I was trying to jump up, and it didn't work. And then the frost claw did the icicle attack, and it boosted me up on the tree. So
Yeah.
just like, holy fuck, this could be used as a new skip.
Yeah, I remember Melancholy doing a lot of stuff on that part. And then we used the mount for all that. So I think people stopped looking at keeping that part because we were using the mount there.
You were using the mount?
How did you use
Yeah, because when you go with the mount from Shaman's Path to Aurea's Retreat.
Oh yeah, true.
Hold up. You were using the mount at the spot where Straw was doing his skip?
Yeah, the mount. You get the mount outside the Shaman's Path, and the mount went with you until Aurea's Retreat.
Oh,
And then you use
but
the
you're talking
same
about
mount.
mount glitch now. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you're talking about mount glitch now. I thought you were talking about normal TFW.
Oh no. So
That's
that's
why
why I
confused.
think I will say that there's still a lot of things in Shaman's Path to be discovered, because that was maybe not a lot, but some skips, mostly in that part when Shaw found this, because this part was like leave alone once we got the mount glitch, because then it doesn't really matter the climbing or whatever, because you use the mount.
Yeah. I really want to go back to the Forest Wilds and that Shaman's Path and try to find a new skip.
I mean, I think Horizon as a whole just has a lot of skips left to be found. I mean,
There's so many.
So
Yeah.
what is one thing in Shaman's Path is there is one of the caves you can get outside the cave without the mount.
what do you mean?
So that this
Wait,
guy
you can-
Divergent, the one I posted on the chat,
Yeah.
he found a way. So one of the caves in the roof, it has a hole, and you can't get outside the cave without the mount. You just have to do some tricky jumping here and there. But I think you can get outside the cave and go to the outside down without the mount inside the Shaman's Path.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
to go back on this skips as a whole, I mean, a few months ago, there was like this huge skip explosion where Aussie found early corruptor, the early dig side, his insanely complicated make sense skip, which I don't think anyone uses in runs.
Oh yeah, that
I think I found a reset from save at War Chief then as well. And I think also found another thing, but yeah, skips are still being found at a decently regular rate, so
yeah.
Yeah, I remember when Blegas did the lot remover. man, that week was insane because
Oh yeah, restart from saves for now.
yeah, that wasn't a thing before Blegas create the load remover. Because
Yeah. That's what-
then you have a because if you watch Elk all runs, he was using light split and the time was still going in the loading screens, of course.
yeah, of
So I
course.
I remember Elk going for the 155 with loads RTA, and then when Blegas did the load remover, then you could restart from save and have like a proper measurement of that. So I think like 11 restart from saves. Maybe I'm maybe I'm exaggerated, but a lot of them was discovered, and the metagame was changed because now you can have a 1 minute loading screen and save 1 second
Yeah.
in IGD. So the whole game changed with that thing, with the restart from save, and I think my obviously it's nice to have like a low time,
Mhm.
but yeah, it is kind of cheating at the end of the day, because you are not really beating the game that fast, but you are like decreasing the time of game time that you have. But yeah, I mean, at the end of for us, it's okay. But yeah, the whole game changed when once the load remover was implemented.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's also why the route in the current world record that Alka has in main game 100% is incredibly outdated. Because I think at the time it was still runs were still timed RTA, so he was not implementing any restart from saves, any fast travels that could potentially save a little bit of time. So,
Yeah, yeah.
but
So
in the
go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, I was just going to say that at the end of the day, it's way fairer to compete without loads because that means that hardware still gives a slight advantage because restart from saves, waiting for the save to complete. But now there is no longer like 20 minutes difference between a run that is exactly the same between SSD and HDD.
Yeah, I mean, even though when I started running the game, the runs were timed loadless, but the load remover was Elk because he was like putting the video in video editor and cutting the loading times. But
Of
the
course, the
difference
human load
was
remover.
yeah, the difference was in the proper run because Elk, for example, he was going for the 155 sub 155, and he might getting some saves from a reserve from save, but because he was using light split uh, IRT, I mean RTA,
RTA.
yeah, so the meta game changed when the load remover was implemented because of that. Even though without the load remover, runs now are still faster RTA. I mean IGT. But yeah, the whole game changed once Blegas introduced the load remover and all the resets from save, all the fast travel, like fast travel into Mother Heart to Meridian. Those weren't things before,
Yeah, that makes sense because
even
the
though they were
load screen.
faster.
Yeah, I mean to be fair, it does add a lot of RTA time, but if it's faster loadless, then that's what we're going for.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you play by the rules, and if the rules allow that, of course, we are going to take an advantage of that. I
Yeah.
remember when I did the Chill Weaver thing in under 1 hour.
Mhm.
I remember getting one comment that says, "But you say under 1 hour." But yeah, because my thing was loadless under 1 hour, but with loading times was like I
Yeah.
don't know 110 or something like that. So yeah, we are a community. We know that the time are loadless, but RTA is way different.
Yeah. I mean, dumb YouTube comments are nothing new on speedruns, to be honest. Elk gets quite a few. I sometimes just find myself just browsing through his videos comment sections just to see what kind of dumb stuff people come up with.
Yeah, I remember people like saying that fast travel is cheating in speedruns.
That comment is a little bit very ridiculous.
Yeah.
I get people saying that, reset from saves or something should not be allowed, but that fast traveling should not be allowed is going a little bit very far. Because it's very much an intended game mechanic.
Yeah, it is. It is. Definitely it is. So, but for example, what do you think about reset from save to replenish your health?
I think it should be allowed. I mean, I do it.
Yeah, I mean, we do it for sure. But someone can argue that then you are not playing by the game rules.
Wait, you restart from save to get health back?
Of course.
Yeah, when if you have like 1 health and you restart from save, you have full health without spending potions.
Okay, noted. I haven't done that.
You didn't know that, Straw?
No.
Come on, Straw, that's a basic strat.
Well, I'm not. I like doing things the hard way. Kappa.
Yeah, it's totally not because of your lack of knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm totally agree with reset from save to get your health back, but you're not spending your resources and you're getting your health back. But yeah, I mean, all speedruns, we said this before, have all these caveats when people can't say that and they think about this and glitchless runs not being really glitchless and stuff. So
I think it's just a matter of, are you in the community or not? Because your view, if you're in a speedrunning community, is very different than when you are outside it, and it's even more different if you are outside it without much knowledge about speedrunning.
Yeah, I remember people complaining about the Frozen Wilds not doing the Out of the Forge quest.
What?
Because Out of the Forge is when you have to kill the 5 Frostclaws, right?
To get the
People were saying that because you haven't done that, you haven't beat the Frozen Wilds.
Okay, I will say I do sort of get that. I do get it, but it's also like, is it really part of the main story?
That's the thing.
Really.
The Frozen Wilds, it's not a main story. So if you go now to the Frozen Wilds and you see, I don't remember the name of the first quest. It's not. It is a secondary quest.
It is, yeah. It is.
So the whole DLC is a side quest. So it's arguable, but we, the community, decide that this is where it ends and this is when it finishes. So yeah, for some outsider, this is not the whole thing, but yeah, at the end of the day, the community has to agree in somewhat, right? And yeah, that's the community's decision. And people don't often realize that there is a whole community that votes something and decide, and that Patreon.com is a community-based thing, and it's quite unlikely, but probably something beat the game faster than someone in Speedrun.com, for example. It's unlikely, but can happen, right?
Yeah.
And Speedrun.com is one leaderboard that exists. Yeah. And for example, if you go to Twin Galaxies, you guys heard about Twin Galaxies?
Yeah, I know about it.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah, they have a leaderboard for Horizon.
They do? Wait, let me check this out. Twin Gal.
This is news to me.
Well, okay. You piqued my interest.
Yeah, and I don't think they have any time though. but there is a leader for
See,
Horizon.
Hold up.
Horizon
Let me just look
Zero
that up.
Dawn.
Horizon.
Or
Oh shit. Press.
they had as well at one point. Hopefully they're still there.
Let's see. Oh, it's certainly taking a long ass time to search.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
while we wait for Twin Galaxies to search, because that is taking more than 20 seconds at this point.
Yeah, but I mean, even though it's not there, still, someone can go there and ask for the leaderboard, and they will have no argument to not give to random people the community, right? So yeah, at the end of the day, all these things that are subjective needs to be addressed, and we as a community address it in some way, and people can also agree or disagree with that.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time people don't realize that there's an entire community of people behind a game, because you know, things like, oh, should this thing be allowed or should it not be? It's decided by the entire community. The skips in the run are being found by, you know, people in the community. And a lot of people seem to not realize that, which is, I think, why a lot of people post what to us seems like very dumb comments.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole mount glitch, for example. Like
Were there
people.
comments about that?
I mean, no. I mean, people can say, but that's the fastest way. Why you're not allow that?
I'll be right back.
But yeah, we decide to have another category or a bunch of stuff. So yeah,
Yeah, but
it
that's
depends
the thing,
on the
right?
community.
The community decides, but it's also like Mount Glitch is exclusive to the either PS4 Slim or, you know, the regular PS4.
Okay,
It's not-
I find the leaderboard for Twin Galaxies. I'm gonna put the link. There you go. Okay, Kyler, now you can go and climb all the records in that. And yeah, for example, in this you have Pixte, Sukola, Rage Quit, Bartax, and Stark, Kritas, and Decidius owning
are these
the
people?
leaderboard.
Wait, what's
Yeah, I
the
mean-
link? Wait, let me check this out.
But it doesn't really matter.
Wait,
The fu-
wait. What? There's nothing
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, no, this. Who are these people?
Wait, what the fuck? Settings should be set to normal difficulty. Can be done at any level and with any version of the equipment needed
Normal
to complete the
difficulty,
trial
what the hell?
found within the confines of the game. Time will be displayed in top center part of the screen during. What?
What are these rules?
What is this?
It's like this is like a parallel universe thing.
No glitching, no cheating. Wait, what? No hacking, mods, glitching, or cheating is allowed, or the run's disqualified.
No glitches. What the fuck?
What is the no glitches rule? Who the fuck came up with that one?
There's
I think
nothing here.
The weirdest specification is that the difficulty should be normal.
We should like
We should just-
submit some stuff.
We should
here.
make a bunch of submissions.
Yeah, we should, because I think the only thing is for the Nora Hunting Grounds parts alone.
Yeah, no hunting grounds.
Wait, I can actually go and submit something right now and see what happened. That would be fun.
Yeah, do it.
I don't
do
have
it,
any
do it, do it,
times.
do
I
it.
don't have any times for parts alone because I kind of dislike that trial. I dislike almost all hunting ground trials.
The only trial
But-
I really like is Egress.
I think the only ones I like is, what's it called? There's the one at the pace trial, slide of crates. That's the only two that I like.
Oh, not Slide of
You
Crate.
like Slide of Crate? What is wrong with you, Fleur?
What the fuck?
What do you mean?
It's not good.
It's horrible.
movement based.
I thought you were going to say
the
the shifting trial, which is kind of fun, but Slide Crate, come on, man.
No, that's
It's based on movement, and we'll ignore the RNG part, but
you should
yeah,
be
I mean,
ashamed
I
of
like-
yourself.
I like the fact that it's based on movement. Okay, that's the reason I like pace trial as well. That's movement. Because almost all the other hunting grounds trials is just shoot 2 shots and boom, you're done.
Okay, Fleur's muted.
Oh, but
Fleur's
the
muted.
shifting trial is really cool.
No, I'm joking.
Which one?
The shifting trial is on the Frozen Wilds. It's the one that you unlock once you are the Wirak leader.
Oh, the chieftain trial. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, gotcha. You don't take PC submissions, of course not. The leaderboard was probably founded ages ago.
Yeah, definitely.
Is this the only leaderboard for Horizon?
I think it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
as far as I remember, this one is the only one. Yeah. I mean, you
That's
mean
very funny.
inside Twin Galaxies or in another?
Inside
stage?
Twin Galaxies.
Yeah, I think this is the only one. Yeah.
I'm gonna go get a time for pace
What
trial
the
right now,
fuck?
just-
If you
I
go
got
into the
quest on.
fucking TG records and you go to view whatever the fuck it is, the first thing that comes up is Angry Birds Seasons.
What?
Okay, so when you go to Twin Galaxies homepage and then click on what is it? Where the fuck did it go? If you
I
go
wonder
to
what they would-
view leaderboards, the
Yeah.
first thing that comes up is an Angry Birds game.
I
Oh
wonder-
yeah, I can see that now.
Yeah.
I wonder what these people would think if we just submit like the 0-second time.
Wait, no glitches.
No, but that's not a glitch.
That's not a glitch
right?
though.
No, we just
I mean,
cheated.
we don't know what is a glitch for this community though.
I mean, true.
It's true.
By the way,
We don't know what they think of as a glitch.
isn't
Hold up, let me.
isn't Twin Galaxies like currently in like a lawsuit stuff?
Yeah, with Billy Mitchell.
Yeah, with Billy
Yeah,
Mitchell.
a couple, I think.
Isn't Carl
Wait, let me
Jobs
look.
the
Just-
part of it as well? Nah, he's filming with Billy Mitchell, right?
Who?
Carl Jobs.
Yeah, Carl Jobs is also being sued by Billy Mitchell.
Yeah. Hopefully he wins.
I mean, I would hope it wouldn't even get to court in the first place.
Dude, it's Billy Mitchell. It's of course it's gonna go to court.
Yeah, I mean, not many of his lawsuits have gone to court before. They've just been settled out of court.
Yeah, true.
I think the one that went to court is the one of Billy Mitchell against Cartoon Network for.
Yeah, that one.
yeah, fuck true. He went on Cartoon Network.
And he lost it as well. That's the best part.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. But this also just showcases there may be communities, maybe small, but there may be communities for Horizon that we have just never heard of because I have no idea who these people are. Like, Pixie, Sokola, Rage Quit, Barthax, Starkriders, and Decidius. I have no idea who these people are.
Wait,
Yeah, and this also like raises the question about, for example, in speedrun.com, as soon as a game is released, someone can ask for the board of that, and is going to become the moderator.
Yeah, that is a bit
game.
of an issue.
And even though I think now you have to be a moderator in another game to be able to call for a game.
Yeah.
But it raises the question about the ownership of the leaderboard in this case, and not for Horizon. I'm not talking about Horizon, but I always find really interesting about the whole democracy or like the government of the communities, for example, because we in Horizon are really really chill and we don't have any issues.
Yeah.
But there's other communities that have a lot of issues because of this stuff. More bigger ones or more troublesome ones. But I always was really interested on what is the people that first claim a game and suddenly becomes like the moderator for that game
They just become
out of thin air,
dictators.
right?
I mean, for Horizon, that's not an issue, as you said. I think everyone in the Horizon community is basically friends, but for larger games, as you said, that could definitely become a pretty big issue. Like,
Yeah. For example, the Deathloop leaderboard. That was a game that was an IP before. Who is the mod for that? I think for Horizon Forbidden West is going to be really easy. The people in Speedrun.com is not going to give the moderator status to someone else other than someone in the Horizon community because it's a prequel of the game, right?
mean,
But
you
new
hope
IPs.
so.
I mean, I hope so. I mean, maybe someone already claimed the Horizon Forbidden West leaderboard, and
Yeah, as far as we know.
maybe this guy Rage Quit and Bartax and Starcraft has already picked the already asked for the board of that.
You're gonna claim Forbidden West Kiter.
And yeah, Kaider, I am a moderator now for Ghost of Tsushima. Yes.
Time to claim Frozen Wilds and just become a dictator. Forbidden West.
Yeah. Just fucking delete everyone except for your own.
Just reject every run except for...
No, it's my record.
No, but just retime every run to be slower than yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make really specific rules so your run is the only one submittable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can only have this certain resolution on your monitor to.
You can only play on PS4 Pro. On PS4 Pro. You can only play on my PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
Only Dutch people can submit. No.
Start the timer 1 second too late.
You're one frame off. Dismissed.
You have to have a timer on screen at all times, except if you're me. But yeah, it's weird to think that there are these communities outside of our own because, yeah, I don't know, they may have completely different views on how Horizon should be ran.
Yeah.
Because as we saw from their rule board as well, like, oh, you need to be on normal difficulty. Like, we don't have that rule because we have either story difficulty or ultra hard difficulty, right?
Yeah. For example, us in the Ghost of Tsushima community, you can play the game on the easiest, or the hardest too. But in the easiest, even though we have the easy category, it's called any difficulty.
Yeah, I mean, in Horizon you can also use any difficulty.
Yeah, but it's called story.
It's called story, but it states in the
Yeah.
rules you can use any
Yeah.
difficulty.
Well, I mean, those are the things that the community has to agree with, right? Like how we are going to call this, with where this end or finish. And I remember now that you guys are talking about communities in other countries that for a long time I have also a Rubik's Cube face.
A what? Oh, a Rubik's Cube phase. Okay, yeah, no,
Yeah,
gotcha.
Rubik's Cube.
Gotcha.
And I remember that there was a Chinese guy that beat the record for the 343, but they have like their own leaderboard for times in China, and they have like two records because the one that was taking place in China, I mean, at least a couple of years ago, we don't have video of that, but that was in their leaderboard because it was witness. But in Europe or in the other part of the world, they have another one world record. So maybe there is a community up there of Horizon, and they are beating the game in even less time.
Maybe they
because they
found
probably have like another rule about when the time ends, or if cutscenes should be count as a time in the game.
I mean,
For example,
they would need to watch cutscenes so they could not skip them or something.
you could. I mean, you could. I don't want to explain to give anyone an idea, but you can argue that the cutscene in before Reach Defense is a loading screen because you are not playing the game, right? You're not playing the game, and things are loading behind that cutscene. That's why it's unskippable.
Yeah, I mean, but same for the Sun Ring then, right? Because there's an unskippable one there as well.
Yeah, I mean, someone can argue, and another community could agree that okay, we are not going to count this because we are not playing the game.
I mean, that I feel like though that would make sense, it would be weird, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely, because we already agree and we know that that's part of the game. But we were talking about the communities decide what things are and what aren't.
Of course, but it's still like I don't see. Of course, people can come to very different conclusions on how a game should be ran, as we saw, you know, with the other leaderboard. You know, they say, oh, you have to play on normal difficulty, even though to us that doesn't make any sense. Why would we have to play on normal?
Sure. I remember the discussion. I don't. Maybe you guys remember when Melancholy found a way to skip the ladder on the Frozen Wilds, and we have this whole discussion about when this game should start. And actually, the game starting on the cutscene. Look at this ruckus, that cutscene, and that option actually won. But we then discussed that it should not start there, but keep the ladder. So, for example, that only that thing is going to shave 2 minutes, 1 minute for every run.
True. Right? I mean, that would make sub 8 smack percent runs.
Yeah, so someone can achieve like sub 40 or sub 35, like that, just because the rule change.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think, in my opinion at least, timing should have been started. I think I voted for timing to be started upon any movement, like right in front of the little ladder at the start. I feel like that should be when timing starts, but I do get that might be a little bit difficult to, check for when exactly. Does it start then?
I mean, I vote for the cutscene. I vote for the cutscene because because it's just climbing. The beginning it's not as much game, and also the problem was that climbing that part and not using the ladder is slower. So you are by using the ladder, you are losing time.
Yeah.
So how your time runs before that? So for me, it should be, or I vote for that because I believe that if you have the cutscene, you can time every run ever because all the runs are going to have this cutscene. But if you pick the ladder, or if you are going to be allowing skipping the ladder, have no way to time the runs. But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think it matters as much. But that's why I vote for that option.
That is true. I mean, we wouldn't be able to time runs before that. However, I feel like at that point it would be classified as it's basically just a new skip, right? So, if, for example, hologram skip is found now, then we would not have to retime all the previous runs and just remove the time from the holograms. Because, it's just a new skip. You get what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I like this discussion. I mean, the whole thing about because we have some similar issues in Ghost of Tsushima not long ago, and I really like this thing about speedrunning, that even though it could look objective, it's not at all objective.
Yeah, it's completely arbitrary.
Right, we got a message from our manager right now. Dory wanted us to end it, to keep it under 2 hours. So, we just have one more question for everyone, and the most important one of the entire podcast. What is the deal with the airplane food? That's right. What's the deal with airplane food? The entire reason we started this. And yeah, it was good having a podcast with you, Charlie. It was good. Also, thanks to everyone in chat for coming on the show. Really awesome. Appreciate every single one of you. Yeah, I don't really have much to say. Fleur, you want to add something?
I do want to real quick bring attention to the question that Soft put in the chat. Charlie, why do you have 11235 in your name?
Yeah,
But
why
is
do you...
that an honest question, or is
Soft asked that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys know why, right?
No,
I think you told me once, but I don't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's the Fibonacci sequence.
It's a what now?
So, the Fibonacci sequence. So you have one, right? And if you add up the previous numbers, it gives you the next one. So 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 5 is infinite. It's infinite.
Okay, that makes sense.
Alright.
Okay, gotcha.
So charlatan was taken, so I had to put a number, and I didn't want to add like a random number, like my year of birth, or like 69 for 20 or something like that. So
that would make for a very different. Oh,
yeah.
Welcome to the podcast, charlatan. 69 for 20.
Yeah. So I went with that because you guys know I am a philosophy teacher. So that number is also related to the number or the Greek letter phi, which is the symbol for philosophy. So it kind of makes sense. I don't know.
Oh, alright.
Okay.
Thanks for the
Well,
explanation.
that's that question answered then.
Alright. Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you for
Yeah.
watching.
Thank you for having me. It was really, really fun.
No problem.